Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 12th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, status quo, healing light. Very beautiful because this tells me that you may be surrounded by people, energies, spirits, all going through the same cycle of like really looking at some stuff. Like you may be talking to people and you're like, oh my gosh, I've done some shadow work, got some Reiki healing or whatever, okay? And you might find that everyone's on the same journey, or I'm trying to break generational chains. I hesitate to say curses, right? I always do. But because some people are really truly dealing with curses, but for others of us, these are like cycles that like we just continue to do within the family unit that just get used to. We all get used to it. I mean, how do you cook a frog? Right? You put them in a pot of cold water and then turn up the heat slowly. They'll just sit there. They get comfortable. And the next thing you know, you've got frog legs. You know, here I go with these things. But truly, they're showing that a lot of you are experiencing the same thing. It's like a collective wave around you, and a lot of people like letting go of things and forgiving other people, or just accepting things as they are. Within a family unit, a lot of people may be healing relationships with their mothers, siblings, or mother and child dynamics. um, you might see that they're saying certain things, like there's so much going on here. Like maybe the mother may have caused them pain, or someone feels a lot of pain from people around you. It's like, I'm finally healing my traumas and things of that nature, when it comes to either growing up in a life of poverty, not getting the love that they needed, not being accepted, um, giving people chance after chance after chance, benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt, and feeling so worthless. So, that they would have to continuously give that, because if not, they have no one. A lot of people stay in those types of relationships where it's like you're always trying to get the love from them and wanting to be accepted, wanting to be able to give the benefit of the doubt. Perhaps, that's most of the time why we do it. Is it's like we want to give someone a second chance, because if that was me, I'd want to get a second chance. But then the real fear I'm seeing here is like, I'm backed into a corner. What if I have nothing else? What if I have two very difficult decisions, two difficult um, paths that I could take? Both of them are equally hard. Stay in this and deal with this, or leave and deal with that. Both are hard. I don't care what anyone says. It takes a lot of courage to stay in toxic environments as well. We like to talk a lot about the one flip side of things. Well, it's hard to leave, and it's like it's hard to stay too. No kidding, right? Because it requires you to sacrifice a part of yourself, and that's one of the greatest sacrifices you could ever make, besides your child or your parent, right? Difficult, but in order to do that, that takes a lot of courage too, to stick around in that mess. um that's why you don't say you're a victim when you leave. It's always you're a survivor. It's always that. um so with this being said here, the status quo is about people working really, really, really hard. Some people, the people are still one foot in, one foot out, not really sure how to look at something. And a lot of it has to do with the healing process, and how some people are still on this journey of trying to discover what their self-worth is. So others are um, on the path of forgiveness, but for not forgiveness in the sense of like, yeah, I'm going back over there for them to reject me some more, but more of like, I forgive them for they know not what they do. Because if they truly understood the depth of what they were doing, they wouldn't do it. most people, if they had to experience the trauma that they put another person through, they wouldn't do it. Like, why would they? You know, if every time someone reaches out to hurt someone, and instead of it actually hurting that person, you feel the blow, you wouldn't hit anybody else. You know what I mean? And it's like spirit saying some people are on that wave. Well, some people might like it. Let me hush. I've heard it all. Ooh, some people are like, yeah, do it again and put some stank on it and whatnot. And I don't think so. But certain things, I guess it would be like pain equal pain, like equals whatever is painful for this one person. Every time they inflict pain on another person, that could be just, the measurement of that is there's no measurement for it. That's why a lot of times too, and I know I'm rambling, but that's why a lot of times too, when we're talking about karma and people are like, well, this person stole these things from me or hurt me in a certain way, how come they're still living the good life? And like we watch these celebrities on TV and they're still out here able to do things that you shouldn't be able to do after committing the crimes they've committed, right? And spirit always puts them in the same position that you felt when you were there. And for some people, that threshold is high as I don't know what, right? For some people, spirit's like, no, let them get to 1 billion. Then we'll take it from them. That's what hurts them, right? So that's what hurts them on the same level of what hurt you. Their value system is different. And that's a sad case of, state of affairs there. However, this is what's happening with people is like either they're accepting the situation, forgiving and accepting, like this is what it is, this is the facts of the situation, I accept that that's who they are, but that doesn't mean that I need to close my heart up anymore. And some people are still in the throes of, I don't know if I would ever be able to open my heart up again. I feel like I'm backed into a corner on that one right now. I'm just not ready, right? So the healing light with the star and ace of swords, this would be the spirits that are coming towards you. They're being very honest and frank. You might be like TMI with some people. Like, why are you telling me this? That's too much information, but they're telling you about their past hurts, their suspicions of things, which is never TMI. I actually, um, I'm always touched by people who do share things because it's very difficult to do. For some people, it's very difficult to do. Um, and so I'm always like, it's an honor to me. But this may be the situation where you're just like, wow, they're being really honest. Wow. Um, as I almost could see this being refreshing for you. Great achievement though with the world and five of swords. This is an event that shows that you are above the games that were played. You're above all of the stuff that was beating you down, above all the abuse that you've been through, all the trauma. The great achievement, something happens in this energy, that something happens. Is it because this is an event. This could be a conversation where this person is saying the same old crap they usually say or acting the same way they usually do. And you're the Queen of Cups. You're like, you know what? I can't give you another shot. I don't have any more room in this body of water in front of me. I have 3 lotuses here blooming, and I got one in my hand. This one's mine. And like I could be going and taking a healing bath. Instead, I'm over here like, you like this one? What about that one? You want me to drop that one for you? Like, no. So this great achievement is saying I'm above all the games, right? You can win the battle, but I win the war. And I love that. So behind a mask here, we have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Your intention, shoot, it almost looks like you're playing it cool and you're keeping it, you're telling them, they might be like, what are you about to be up to later on? You're like, oh, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's somebody who's like, they're not about to, let me see, how many swords? What are they not about to do? They're not about to corner you. Behind a mask, you're just being very, you're going to have fun with this, I think. Taurus, y'all might have fun with this. They might be like, what are you doing later? Who knows? What are you doing? Knowing full well what you're about to do, knowing full well you have plans. Um, you know, yeah, behind a mask, you don't take something seriously anymore either. So if you were dealing with an abusive person or someone who was playing a lot of games, you're above it. Like you may not even get phased anymore. Phased anymore. You might not even, you don't bite with the games that they're throwing at you, throwing your way. I'm not seeing you even being able to relate to that anymore. Mm-mm. Your life has changed, or your life is going to change, or it is changing currently. It's like it's getting better. The things are balancing out better, and you don't feel like being destabilized. I hope this makes sense because, man, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn. We have Gemini, Libra, or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So you could be a Taurus, Gemini cusp. We have Gemini, Cancer cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, Aquarius, Pisces cusp, or Libra, Scorpio cusp. Oh, we also have Virgo and Taurus. So Virgo, Libra cusp. All right. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.